back. I want to call the November 6, 2014 Daviess County Fiscal Court meeting to order. Commissioner Castle, would you lead us in a prayer and a pledge?
I would. Heavenly Father, we pause for a moment to thank you for the many blessings you bestowed upon us, and especially for the gift of living in this country where we get to choose our leaders. And we ask you to bless all those who won the election on Tuesday night and just guide them, Lord, as they go forward. And guide us this evening as we do the work of the county. We ask you to bless all those that we serve in our capacity, and especially those who mourn lost loved ones and those who are struggling with challenges in their life. We pray these things in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Caslin. And while you were saying a prayer, I thought to myself, I also want to ask blessings on all the people who placed their name on the ballot and didn't win. It takes a lot of courage to stand up in front of people and sometimes suffer the slings and arrows of a campaign.
Amen.
And we need good men and good women to do those kind of things. Move that down. Jenny, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Item 1, consideration for approval. A, minutes of October 16, 2014 court meeting.
Move to approve.
Second. I have a motion. Second. Commissioners, you've had a copy of the minutes in your packet for some time. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
B, all claims for all departments.
Second. I have a motion. Second. Again, Commissioners, you had a copy of all the bills due and payable by Daviess County Fiscal Court. Do you have any questions of the Treasurer at this time? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
C, fund transfers.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion. Second. Mr. Hendricks.
Gentlemen, I request approval to make the following fund transfers. $100,000 from the Solid Waste Operating Fund to the Debt Service Fund for the 2017 issue. $675,000 from the General Fund to the Bond Fund for the Convention Center. $300,000 from the General Fund to the Jail Fund, and $200,000 from the General Fund to the Road Fund. These are normal quarterly transfers. They are all budgeted. I request approval.
Question or comment by the Commission? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
D, purchase a ramp tile for the Daviess County landfill.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion. Second. Mr. Smith.
Yes, this is to replace the vinyl tile that is currently on the first and second floor of the landfill office and skill. The current vinyl tile is, I think, over 10 years old, and as I think most commissioners and Joe you've seen, is definitely in need of replacement in a lot of areas. The tile is completely worn down. The main supervisor went out and looked at the facility and got quotes. His recommendation was to replace the vinyl with ceramic tile because of its longevity, that it will hold up in the conditions that landfill building goes through. It will hold up much longer and justifies the cost.
Holds up longer and cleans easier. As a matter of fact, we replaced the hallway, took a vinyl tile out of the hallway here, or carpet, I don't remember which, and replaced it with tile now, and it's done an excellent job. Question or comment by the Commission? Question and comment by the public? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
E, bond release for Whispering Meadows, Unit 1 and 2.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Mr. Asher.
Yes, Judge. Jago's Development asked for release for some work that they were required bond due to a condition on planning and zoning. We inspected the work and recommend approval.
Question or comment by the Commission? Question or comment by the public? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
F, resignation of Emergency Management Agency Director Richard Payne, effective November 28, 2014.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Commissioners, I don't see Richard out there, which means we're going to turn down his resignation, I guess. I think this is effective on the 28th of November. We formed a search committee, and we have opened, Jenny, we opened this up internally and externally, and we're taking applications right now. And on the search committee is Commissioner Caslin from the county, Bill Parrish from the city. We have a person from the city of Whiteville and someone from the Red Cross, and you're acting kind of as the personnel person. So we try to get a broad cross-section of everyone that's involved in EMA. I'm sure that we will have an opportunity to say goodbye to Richard, but I want to take the opportunity to thank him for his long and arduous years of hard work and service to the county. Any question or comment? Yes.
Yes, Judge Richard has a difficult job. Most of us plan and prepare for specific things that occur on certain times and certain dates. Richard, this office has to prepare for things that we hope and pray never happen. We don't know when they might happen or if they will happen, and it might be ice, snow, floods, explosions, spills, all sorts of things. And it's I'm sure a difficult task to focus and plan those events that you think probably won't happen and hope they never do. So it's a difficult job, and I think Richard's done it well, and I'd like to congratulate him on his years of service.
Okay. Anything else, Commissioners?
I just want to agree with everything Commissioner Lambert just said. It was well said.
Okay.
As well, for me.
All right, any question or comment from the public? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
G, hire Frank Bird as a mechanic at Department of Public Works effective November 10, 2014.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Mr. Burch is out there that I see. This is a replacement of a mechanic. It's not a new position. It's a replacement of someone who's retired or resigned.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A question or comment by the commission? Being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
H, hire Matthew Alexander and Jacob Vandover as firefighters, EMTs, effective November 9, 2014.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Chief, would you want to come to the podium and introduce these new firefighters?
Mr. Judge, we actually received 13 applications and interviewed 10 very qualified individuals. After deliberation, we chose Matthew and Jacob. I think they'll be a real asset to the department.
Matthew.
Matt, stand up.
Okay. Jacob. Well, welcome on board, and we hope you have a very long and successful career with the fire department here in Daviess County. Commissioners, question or comment?
I would just like to say that Chief said we deliberated. We were disappointed that we had to make a decision. The young men that we interviewed were very good candidates, very strong candidates.
Good. Okay. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
I, hire Travis Bartley as a park attendant at Panther Creek Park effective November 28, 2014.
Move for approval.
Second. I
I have a motion and second. Again, I'm going to make an assumption Ross isn't here, but this is a replacement of an employee, a previous employee.
Correct.
Okay, any question or comment? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
To consideration for discussion, any other business to be brought before the Daviess County Fiscal Court.
Commissioners, I have one item that I would like to discuss with you tonight. You know, over the past couple months, we have talked amongst ourselves about the possibility of feeding an additional 25 people through the Meals on Wheels program that's administered by GRAD. GRAD has told me that to put those 25 on for 6 months, predominantly the winter 6 months, will cost somewhere between $40,000 and $45,000. I would like to make a proposal and a motion that we go ahead and amend the amount of money that we send GRAD now for their budget by enough money, sufficient funds, and our treasurer can give us final amount, but not to exceed $45,000, to feed those additional 25 people on Meals on Wheels from now until June 30th, which is the end of the fiscal year. GRAD has a list of over 370 people awaiting Meals on Wheels. Some of those folks probably will never make it to the list of people that get fed. But I think in speaking with Treasurer Hendricks, this is not going to impact us too much. I think it's the right thing to do, particularly through the winter season. So I'm going to make a motion myself that we would send the GRAD $40,000 additional to feed 25 additional people on the Meals on Wheels program through June 30th. GRAD will be in charge of selecting them. GRAD will be in charge of activating the program and terminating the program.
Second motion.
I have a motion second. Any question or comment?
Just for clarification, you said when you were talking initially, you said between 20 and 45,000, and your motion is specifically for 40,000.
40 is not. I don't know. I may misspoke. It's not 20. It's 25 people.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember the exact figure. I think the figure was like 38, 40,000.
Okay.
What I would like to do is have the treasurer get together with GRAD and tell them that the motion would be spend more than $40,000. That would be the max of cap.
You say 40, or you said 45?
40,000 would be. I think it's going to be close to 40,000. Yeah. Yes.
Judge, what's the criteria for a person being eligible for Meals on Wheels? I've ridden the trucks and I've delivered the meals. I know there's great need, but I'm not sure.
Well, first of all, there's got to be need. The biggest thing is, as you're aware, there are congregate meals available where people can go to various locations throughout the county and get a hot meal a day, 5 days a week. These folks are mostly homebound folks who cannot leave the home either because of medical reasons, perhaps can't drive, perhaps they have no one that can take them, and that's the biggest criteria.
Is there a financial level of income?
To my knowledge, no.
Is it possible that other agencies, organizations, if they would wish to do this, would GRAD accept funds from other agencies or organizations to help feed those people?
I'm sure they would. Okay. I mean, again, we go back to over 370 people are on the waiting list. And my challenge will be, with Daviess County stepping up to feed 25 additional people in Daviess County, that Henderson County and Webster and Union and McLean, Ohio, and Hancock County also look at people who are on their waiting list, and that they pick some number, and let's try to make this winter a little less burdensome on those
Just
folks.
final comment, from past experience, I think visit from the person
Yes.
to that individual who's shut in is maybe more important than the meal. But these people probably don't see a lot of people. They don't have a lot of human contact, so it's a wonderful program, and I hope that the public will support those.
And Commissioner, you're exactly right. I think every one of us up here have ridden and delivered those meals. We try to do that once a year. I believe that Daviess County is one of the few counties, or Grad is one of the few ad districts that still provide a home delivered hot meal. Lots of them are now sending them out by UPS or FedEx, frozen, and they don't get that human contact. And that's one of the things that every year is brought forward to me, that it's nice to have somebody at least knock on the door, and it gives them a feeling of confidence to know that somebody's going to be there Monday through Friday, and if they fall or if they're injured or if they need some medical help, that those people can some of that help. Yes, Mitch.
It's my understanding too that we can, these new meals will be absorbed into the system, so they won't have to add on anything extra.
That's correct.
They have facility to take care of these
The
people.
cost of the meal we have to have each person is assessed. Though, as a matter of fact, the assessment has already been done. We know there are 370 people waiting. One of the things that Grad will do, and I've specifically said, we want these 25 people to be the most needy, those folks in most need, as opposed to somebody who may have been ranked in the waiting. So, any other question or comment? Question or comment of the public? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next item, Denny. I don't think there's no other business. Thank you.
Any public comments?
Okay, this is the time of meeting during which we ask the public to step to the podium, identify themselves, and you're welcome to speak or ask questions on anything other than what was on the agenda. Looks like I've got a bunch of firefighters sitting back there. There's one of them I know wishes he could get up there, but we'll leave that go. No takers, any.
See comments by Daviess Fiscal Court.
Mr. Lambert.
Is the Catholic High girls soccer team playing the final? I'm not sure what time that is. Maybe already been played.
Oh, Saturday, I believe.
It's this coming Saturday, so they're in the final championship game of soccer. So that's quite in the competition. Good luck and congratulations to the coaches and girls soccer team on Catholic.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Commissioner Wathen.
I just want to thank all the people who got out on Tuesday and voted. Particularly, I'm fond of some of the choices they made. But we had a pretty good turnout, I guess, for that. I think we were at about half. So anyway, thank voters for doing what they did. That's it.
Okay, Commissioner Kesslin. Now that Commissioner Lambert stole your thunder.
He did, but I'm glad he thought to do that because I might have overlooked it.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to congratulate after our last meeting, I thought, old forgetful Charlie here, I didn't have something to remind me. The young man from Winsworth Catholic won the state title in golf, and just wanted to congratulate him, John Augustine, and won the state title. So, and I too want to thank those who came out and voted, and thank Keith for his write-up on voting and his views. I thought that was well done.
You get the big head, so I don't do that too often. Anything else?
Nothing else.
All right. November 8th, this Saturday. Yes, November 8th, Veterans Day Parade starts at 4 p.m. I think they're asking folk that are going to be in the parade to form up 2:45, 3 o'clock. I think it's actually going to follow 2nd Street this year, the best I remember. So it's down around Owensboro Grain is where you'll start to form up. Commissioners, this past Saturday, Judy and I represented Daviess County at the Kentucky Community and Technical College Systems Benefactor Banquet. And we were presented an award that says, in appreciation of Daviess County Fiscal Court as Benefactor of the Year of the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. This is in recognition of $1 million that we have donated or pledged to the local community college for Phase 2 Technology Center. And I got the plaque. I remembered that Commissioner Wathen had probably said, boy, $1 million doesn't buy much anymore, get you much anymore, does it? So we have that. And in the governor's trip around the state, doling out road money last week and before the election, Daviess County was the beneficiary of $4 million or in excess of $4 million worth of road funds that either have been done or are pledged to be done in the county. So I want to say a special thanks to Governor Bashir. One other thing, a number of restaurants are giving veterans a free meal on Veterans Day. Take your veteran out to eat. I would suggest that you check with the restaurant before you assume it's a free meal. I want to recognize Marcia Hardity, the Assistant County Treasurer, for her 15 years of service. We really like Marcia on Thursday, every second Thursday in particular, because she does payroll for us. And there are a number of veterans programs going on at all the schools. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to attend but one or two. I know the next one is West Louisville in the morning. So if you have an opportunity, it would be nice to go to attend one of those. Commissioners, lastly, I need to check with you. As you know, RWRA is reviewing their rates, and I have requested a work session with Daviess County Fiscal Court. And I don't know, I need to check all our schedules, but I was thinking perhaps Thursday afternoon, if that fits in our schedule. You guys might, do you know of anything that you?
Can we get that day we're having that Wednesday we're having a special meeting at 10?
Is that what? Probably not. I'm going to tell you that would be too late. We need to have a work session next week. See, that will be the third week of November. I'm saying next Thursday.
13th.
Yeah. You, Commissioner, you have something in, or do you know?
I don't know, and I don't like my.
I'm fine. We get drug court at 4:30.
Right. And I do need to make an announcement. The next fiscal court meeting is rescheduled for Monday, November 17th at 10 a.m. Thanks, Keith. The court will also hold a special call court meeting on Tuesday, November the 18th at 11 a.m. So the next scheduled meeting will be November 17th, 10 a.m. We're going to see how many people are here for that one. And then a special call meeting November 18th at 11 a.m. Commissioner, what?
That's the one I was talking about, the 18th.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
can do, if you need to do the.
Here's what I'll do. I'll give you guys an opportunity to get in touch with me tomorrow or Monday, and then I'm sure that we can get our WR to meet our schedule. Okay, and then we'll notify the paper about the work session. If there's no other business to be brought before Daviess County Fiscal Court without exception, we're adjourned.